amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. So like this, Kwankwaso don't buy markets, for himself. Following, his write-up, lending his voice to the ongoing brouhaha between, the US and the Nigerian government. Now, a few days ago, or was it yesterday, he took to his social media handle to talk about the matter, where he tried to say that there's no such thing as Christian genocide. What happened is actually both the Muslims and the Christians being targeted. And right now, as we speak, there is, one of the US senator. He has been very, very vocal alongside Ted Cruz that has really come for Kwankwaso. And I want to believe at this time that, there's every possibility that if the US government decide to start taking actions, Kwankwaso might be one of those people, that sanctions will be taken against her. Now, this U.S. government, U.S. senator, really more how to drag Kwankwaso, because of, the Sharia law. Now, according to him, he said, Kwankwaso is the person that signed that, a law into existence in the north, precisely in Kano. So, I'm going to just read what the media reported to that effect. But before I get to do that, I'm going to first of all show us this video of Natasha Oti, where she raised the alarm today following the seizure of her passport on the ground that, allegedly the instruction was from the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. I don't even understand. The reason don't even make sense to me at all. And I don't think there should be any reason why her passport should be confiscated in the first place. I'm just going to show us the video and then we'll be back.
Have I committed any offense? Why are you withholding my passport? Hello, fellow Nigerians. Good morning. This is Senator Natasha Oti-Uduaghan. I haven't completed my celebration of my second year in office. I decided to take a week off. So I'm at the airport here, and my passport is being withheld again. The same thing happened last time where my passport was seized. I have committed no offense, and there is no order from the court to withhold my passport and deny me traveling. The last time this happened, the officer in charge told us that the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, instructed them to withhold my passport and prevent me from traveling because he said each time I travel out of the country, I smear the country's image by granting interviews out in international media. Please, can you tell them to release my passport and this embarrassment should stop? You have no right to withhold my passport. You have no right to deny me exit and entrance into my country. I have not committed any offense, and this must stop.
Sorry.
No, this must stop. As a matter of fact, I think I have to sue you for continuously embarrassing me.
Sorry.
No, don't tell me sorry. Can I please have my passport? You can't keep doing this to me all the time. I've been standing here for the past 20 minutes. Why are you doing this? What have I committed? The last time it had to take someone influential to call you to release my passport. That was what allowed me travel. Now again, you're withholding my passport. Why are you making calls? Is Godswill Akpabio so important? Why is he overruling boundaries? Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President, has instructed the Comptroller General of Customs to deny me exit, to withhold my passport. This is wrong. There was no order. Yes, I know I have 2 federal government cases against me, of which the President of Nigeria instructed the AGF to cancel the cases, to withdraw the cases. No, hold on, please. This President Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually spoke with Godswill Akpabio to terminate all the cases against me because he agreed that they were politically witch-hunting cases. Hold on. So there is no reason why my passport should be withheld at the international airport. There is no reason why. You have no right to do that, madam. You have no right. You are taking laws into your hands. There is no court order. I have not missed any of my court appearances. I have attended all my court sessions. I am not a flight risk. I am not a risk to my country. So why are you treating me like a criminal? Can I have my passport, please? Thank you very much. Sometimes I think you just have to be a rebel to get things right. Then you keep asking Nigerians to be good citizens. If I had not gone public, would you have given me my passport?
In my opinion, this is highly condemnable. As far as I'm concerned, Senator Godswill Akpabio is no more of a senator than Senator Natasha Akpoti. For goodness sakes, the only difference is that Senator Godswill Akpabio was, put up there as the Senate president. That does not make him more of a senator than the people in the House. So I don't even understand how we will be in Nigeria. On daily basis, you will see different level of lawlessness being displayed. So one senator passport will be confiscated. Not be say they see drug with them. Not on the ground that, okay, a drug was found on this person. But on the ground that one person, another senator like him or another senator like her, had to say, oh, you see this person's passport. Anytime she goes outside, she tarnishes the image of Nigeria. How she tarnish the image of Nigeria? How? That she went, outside and complained about the harassment by the number 3 person in Nigeria. So that's how she's tarnishing the image of Nigeria. When she waited for the government of Nigeria to do the needful, what did they do? Till date, did they talk about the hope, anything concerning that matter? What did they do? They did nothing. And now the person decided out of frustration to go seek justice, hoping that, okay, she'll be given a listening ear. And then you are saying she went, anytime she goes out, she goes to tarnish the image of Nigeria. How? When these people are clearly the ones tarnishing the image of Nigeria. Now that this video has gone viral, will it not be a shameful thing? Or is it not shameful that people will get to hear that one senator asked the immigration, department to seize the passport of another senator? Please, make it make sense. Between the Senator Godswill Akpabio and the Natasha Akpoti, who is tarnishing the image of Nigeria? You know why this thing is disgusting? Because if we don't raise a voice to all these things, let me tell you what's going to happen. If since they've done it to Senator Natasha Akpoti, we will be citizens na moi moi. Na moi moi. And I'm telling you, it's going to escalate. It's as if Godswill Akpabio, Nyesom Wike, Tinubu, they have made themselves some demigod. They now, use the judiciary, use the security officials, anytime, anyhow they deem fit. Make it make sense to me that we are hearing something like this. And then you tell me you are not the person tarnishing the image of the country. Even without you traveling out, you have destroyed the image of Nigeria. I don't know where these people land their own. But there are certain things that we really need to condemn as citizens. Because if we keep quiet about this, things like this, it's going to be hell for the citizens. It's already hell for ordinary Nigeria. But it's going to become, horrible. I have never heard of this kind of thing in my entire life. Not only in Nigeria, now I see this kind of thing they happen. And some people, they busy, they applaud, Godswill Akpabio. What right does he have to tell the immigration to seize the passport of a senator? Even another Nigerian self, the person steal, then catch the person with drug, the person then declare wanted for a crime, Some of us really need to learn to stop supporting rubbish so that our days will be long. We just have to learn to learn to stop supporting rubbish. This is wrong in all ramification. Very, very wrong. Senator Godswill Akpabio is highly power drunk. And if we don't do something about all these things to stop these things will get out of hand. Thank you so much. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Now, back to what I was saying. I'm going to read what the media reported. U.S. Congressman Rep. Really Moore has blamed former Kano State Governor Rabi Kwankwaso for the killings and persecution of Christians in northern Nigeria, saying the politician personally introduced the Sharia law that prescribed death for blasphemy. In a post on his verified X account, Moore addressed Kwankwaso directly, writing, "Governor, do you care to comment on your own complicity in the death of Christians? You instituted Sharia law. You signed a law that makes so-called blasphemy punishable by death." The U.S. lawmaker accompanied his post with a screenshot of a 2000 BBC News report titled "Kanu Introduces Full Sharia Law," which documented how Kwankwaso's administration officially implemented Islamic legal codes in Kano State during his tenure as governor. Kwankwaso, who led the state from 1999 to 2003, and again from 2011 to 2015, has faced renewed scrutiny following his previous comments defending Nigerians' human rights record. Moore's statement followed after Kwankwaso had dismissed concerns raised by U.S. President Donald Trump when Nigeria was designated as a country of particular concern over religious persecution. At the time, the former governor insisted that Nigeria's insecurity was not based on religion or ethnicity, describing the U.S. decision as unnecessary interference. Moore's remarks have reignited international attention on the implementation of Sharia law in northern Nigeria and its consequences for freedom of religion and the safety of Christian minorities. You see what I've been talking about? That this US government, before they will talk about invasion, I'm sure they have statistics of these whole killings. Probably much more than even the government of Nigeria. Really more, they were a day. Kwankwaso, they were a day. But he knew exactly that Kwankwaso did this kind of thing. You know, I often ask this question. Why should there be a law in that area when we already have a constitution? So, and for a long time coming, the government never even condemned any of this. The nonchalant display by our leaders, very foolish leaders to start with. I wish there's another word I can use to describe them, because these people can't be perceived as leaders. The nonchalant attitude being displayed by them is second to none. Like, they don't care. Things will be going wrong. Instead of them to address it immediately, it doesn't concern them. Then it escalates to the point that is beyond their control. Even at that, they still keep mute. So right now, we they blame opposition, that opposition also leaked, that Kwankwaso was part of those people, or is part of those people that actually brought in the Sharia law. Because they had to look for how they want to pin them on Peter Obi or maybe on some other person. I would not be shocked to know that the government of the US have more facts to the killings, the sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria, than even the government of Nigeria. Even though I know that the government of Nigeria, they are aware that there are some persons, but I will not be surprised. Deny all you can. It doesn't change the fact that something is happening. And it changed no fact that we have insecurity. And instead of tackling this thing, these people are busy going up and down, discussing nonsense. There's no such thing. We have to rise up. We have to speak in one voice. How can we join you in speaking in one voice when you have not made effort in the last 10 years plus to stop terrorism in Nigeria? How can we join you in one voice to say, please do not come, when every other day there's a kidnap? Before I start here to do this video, I just saw on one of the headlines, is it in KB State or where the same group of individuals, where this government clearly they defend by this whole talk about this thing is not happening, instead of going to finish these people, I just read that they also kidnap some persons. So make it make sense to me that Nigerians should now lend a voice to something that the government of the day is busy rehabilitating and radicalizing a Boko Haram terrorist. They are now their number one sympathizers. Oh, they have families too. We have to negotiate with them. We have to do this with them. The Nigerian military top organs will sit and be having such useless conversation. Everybody, they pay, they show loyalty and allegiance, not to the country again, but to the person waiting for power. If we don't get rid of the APC, I tell you what is going to happen. And I've been saying this thing. What will remain is to build a statue for Tinubu, and everybody will go there and be worshipping it. The kind of, videos and headlines I've read from, these individuals and whatsoever people they have paid to come and defend their nonsense attitude towards terrorism in Nigeria. Because that's how I see it though. I'm not looking at it from the angle where they're trying to say there's no Christian genocide. The fact that they are even talking, still dragging this matter, make me want to believe that they are sympathizing with these individuals. Nigerian government not just serious. I still maintain the US government, please, they should come and help. Because we can't continue like this. We cannot continue like this. Every day someone is being kidnapped somewhere and the government never pays attention. We are tired. After all, the resources they say that within US government wants, please, what have they been able to do with it for us? Instead, because of these same resources, these same, rare earth minerals, innocent lives they go. No, we can't continue like this. We can't. Anybody where the US government say they involved, please, they should help us and call them and sanction those individuals. If they will kill them alongside the terrorists, please let them do so. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the bell icon the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you so much, guys, for all the love. Thank you for the immense support. God bless you richly. See you guys in my other videos.